Hey everyone, we're going to start a new assignment. Unfortunately, I'm not there to help out today, but I am making this video that I will put on my YouTube channel and on our Canvas course so that you can refer back to it with any questions that you have about this assignment. Here on the screen, I have the end result of this assignment. You're going to be creating a newspaper, and the newspaper has lots of different parts to it. I'll explain each one in a second. What I want to say first is that this assignment is not really difficult. It just takes time. So if you waste time on Friday when I'm not there, you're going to have to do a lot of stuff over the weekend so that on Monday you can complete everything on time. It's going to require focus and attention on both Friday and Monday. So I just want to give you a quick overview of what you're doing and brag that that is my handwriting. Yep, pretty amazing, I know. So let's go through each of the papers. The sub should have handed you a packet full of papers, and in that packet full of papers, there are first some notes. I want you to take these notes and copy them into your notebook. So like I said, you're going to need to use your time effectively. Copying these notes into your notebook should only take about 5 minutes of class time. So copy these notes into your notebook first. After that, I'd like you to move on to the next page, which is the rubric for our assignment. Here's our prompt. You're going to pretend to be an Indian freedom fighter who is printing your own underground newspaper to fight for Indian independence. Your newspaper must show the growth of nationalism in India and your attempt to gain independence. Here are the steps. 1. Create a headline for the top of your newspaper. Mine has got nationalism, India does. 2. Include a picture of India. Here's my picture of India. 3. Include a short paragraph that explains how nationalism grew in India. Here's my paragraph. It looks longer just because it's weird margins. 4. Include the definition of nationalism. And 5. Include 2 primary source documents about Indian nationalism. Here I have 2 quotes, both about Indian nationalism. Now, if you're finding it difficult to find quotes about Indian nationalism, you may include quotes about nationalism in general. Let's go over your rubric. Headline. Newspaper headline is creative and relevant to the topic. India picture. Picture of India is well drawn and colorful. Nationalism paragraph. Paragraph is written from the perspective of an Indian nationalist and explains how the nationalism grew in India. Nationalism definition. Definition of nationalism is accurate. Primary sources. Newspaper contains 2 primary source documents as quotes regarding Indian nationalism, or like I said, nationalism in general. 1 quote is for Indian nationalism, and 1 is against Indian nationalism. If you can't find Indian nationalism quotes, find 1 quote that is pro-nationalism and 1 quote that is anti-nationalism. Finally, grammar and mechanics. All written pieces use proper grammar and mechanics. That's capitalizing where you need to, putting periods at the end of sentences. Once you've reviewed your rubric, I want you to please flip over to the next paper. Here's a blank basic writing template for a paragraph. This is something that you will need to fill out. This is not optional. You have to fill this out. Here's what mine looks like. This is my paragraph, but I just broke it down for us. So here's my topic sentence, my first sentence, my second sentence, third body sentence, and finally a conclusion. So here's what mine sounds like. We Indian nationals need to band together to make a new India, a modern India, a free India. Only by coming together under the banner of India can we be free. We must listen to the words of Ram Mohan Roy as he calls us to modernize India to keep up with the rest of the world. Also, brothers, remember the atrocities of the British. Remember the Sepoy Mutiny. We are barred from the best jobs and are paid much less than the British. Finally, the way we can make a united India is to split. We have far too many differences with our Muslim neighbors. We must create a Hindu India and a Muslim Pakistan. In conclusion, the only way we can be united as a modern India is to unify around our religion, to throw off British rule, and to listen to those who call us to love India. That's my paragraph. I broke it down into topic, body, 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 conclusion. Real simple outline. But notice that it's in the tone and style of somebody. So I'm kind of creating a character who is writing in this newspaper. Here's a blank newspaper. And finally, here's our last paper here. I included a couple things. Here's the date. It's not the date that we're doing this in 2019. It's a date that would be significant for the time period that we're studying. Here's my headline. It's like a title. Here is my picture of India, my article, or my quick little paragraph. This is just the paragraph that I just read to you, but put into my newspaper. Here's my definition of nationalism and my two quotes. One is for nationalism and one is against nationalism. So that is the assignment. If you have questions, please feel free to email me, and I will try to answer those to the best of my ability over the weekend and on Friday. But again, if you have other questions, please reference the video first. Ask yourselves if you can figure out your answers on your own before you ask me. If you have any concerns, please let me know, but I think you guys will do a great job with this. Thank you very much. Have a great day.